If you are very active in the tech space, you should have heard about Cursor, the AI-powered code editor, and that's what we'll be talking about in today's video. So if you don't already have it, just press here to download the code editor. I've actually downloaded it and I've installed it, but I have some screenshots to show you steps you can take to install Cursor. So after you download it, then run Cursor, and after running, you should see something like this. Choose your keyboard type and the language you want to use. Then you can also decide to add it to your command line. Maybe when you type Cursor in your CMD, it will open up Cursor. You can also add your VS Code extensions, because Cursor is actually like VS Code on steroids. It's actually like VS Code, but with the AI things in it. And then you'll also be looking at how to use it, but then let's just complete this installation process. Then you log in. If you're unable to log in, press this button to log in or this one to sign up. If you're unable to log in, then I'll suggest you use a VPN, because I was actually trying to log in and the website was not loading, but then I had to use a VPN and it all started working. And here you can see all your extensions you imported, and as I said, just like VS Code, behaves like VS Code, but it's just VS Code with AI. So we've already installed it. Let's try to create a file and open up Cursor. So right here, I'll create a file, a Flutter. So Flutter creates, let's say, Cursor tutorial. And after creating the file, then I'll navigate to the main folder, and then if I type Cursor, it's supposed to open it up. So this is Cursor, and it didn't actually open up the file we just created, but you know, I've been using it. Let's just open it. Cursor tutorial. And we have our folder open right here. So I can go into my lib, main.dat, and we'll see all our Flutter codes right here. Okay, so let's try to see the things you can do with Cursor. First of all, you can highlight a particular code, choose a particular code, and then you can choose to edit or you can choose to chat. Let's try to edit, or let's try to chat, I mean. So you can ask Cursor to explain this line of code, and then it will explain it for you. You can see explain increment counter and everything like that. What if you want it to, instead of increasing, you want it to decrease the counter? So you can then choose to chat same place, or you can choose to either edit. But then let's just say I want it to decrease the counter. So you can see it said I will modify this code. After modifying, you can just choose to apply and accept. So instead of the plus plus, you can see it's now supposed to decrease the counter. This is one step. You can also decide to use it to create anything you want. Let's just say in this, let me close this, say create a chat app in my lib folder, assigning, putting, or let's say creating different files and folders for each module. And I'll run this now. Let's wait for it to finish, because I'm just showing you what Cursor can do. I'll actually fast forward this, but Cursor is actually writing the code right now. Okay, and it's still writing the code. So let's try to accept everything we've written here. You can see we only have one file in my leave folder. If I should choose apply, continue, you can see created this, apply here to accept. You can see we have our login screen here. I think there's an easier way to just accept everything. Let's see the composer. Okay, no. I think you can apply all with composer. Okay, not here. So let me just apply it normally. Create the model, the folder, and then add the file. I think you just have to accept everything one by one. Okay, and now everything is done. We just have to save all and then choose where I want it to run. Windows, you can see just like VS Code, and I'll run this. Okay, and this is what it actually generated. So if you press the login button, nothing happens. But I think there are some screens it's supposed to direct us to, so let me check that. Screens. We have chats. There is nothing in chats. So I'll tell you to create the chat screen. So it's even created it, edited our code in the login to navigate to the chat list screen. We have an error here, so let me see what the error is. Message bubble. Message bubble. Reject. I think he created this, but I didn't accept. And we see an error message here saying timestamp is required but it's missing. So let's try to add our timestamp. So we should have message and then timestamp. Yeah, I hope there's something like timestamp right here. Yes, there is. So let's save all and then restart our app. Okay, so let's check what the AI created. We have login, and then this is all the messages. You can see the message. There are some overflow here, but it's not something so hard to fix by yourself. Check here, and then you can type. I think this works. Yes, it works. So AI works. AI tried, created all this for us without us writing a single line of code. And there's something else Cursor AI can do. I'll show you right now. So I'll ask you to delete. Let me say delete all generated. Or instead of doing that, let me just go to my main folder and tell you something to do. Okay. Main folder. I have this UI that I wanted to recreate this workspace. So I'll just raise my cursor. I'll come here. This is the picture. Paste this right here and say generate this UI. Generate the code for this UI in the main.dat file. Okay, and it has generated the code. Let's just click to accept. it's taking a bit of time. And accept. And if I should save this, save and restart my app, restart. We see this workspace. Where's the design? This is the design right here, and we can see what it created. So if you are able to create your prompt well, Cursor AI is actually a game changer for developers. Help you to write your code, help you to do all the simple works, the simple tasks that you don't want to be repeating by yourself. But what our advice is that if you don't know how to code yet, or you don't have any knowledge of coding, basic knowledge of coding, don't use Cursor AI. Try to, learn on your own, write code on your own, know what you are doing. So even if the AI should make mistake, you'll be able to correct it without actually getting stuck and looking for solutions up and down. So guys, this is how to use Cursor AI. If you enjoyed this, kindly subscribe to the channel. Also like this video, and I'll see you in the next lesson.